Okay, here we go. We're gonna hold the mic this morning. All right, so we're out here. Finally, get set up. 4:55 this morning. Holding the mic, maybe not a good idea. All right, we're gonna wear it. We'll figure it out eventually. There we go. Not great sleep, but this week's been spotty with sleep. So it is 4:55 this morning, and that is a little bit. Well, it's better than I've been getting out here, but I still want to be out here by 4:30 is my goal usually. Get up at 4, chill for a little bit, mix up my morning drink, some form of pre-workout. Got a new one last night from Gorilla Mind. So I think Derek makes some alright stuff. Flavor's not so great though. It's supposed to be sour or gummy. No, it's not even sour. So we're gonna get into some dry fire this morning. I've got enough time. Get some dry fire. I'll probably do, since the season has ended, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. But what I really don't want to do this year that I've done in previous years is take a super long time off from like even touching my pistol. And I just feel like when I do that and I come back, it takes so long for me to re-find my grip, just the grip. It's just like once I like dial in and find the tension that I want to have and just like how I'm torquing my hands and everything, it just takes so long for me to rediscover what felt really good. And this year it took incredibly long. I feel like I didn't even really find the grip torque that I liked until really late in the year. So I don't really want to give that up. So we're going to try to at least pick up the gun, 5 to 10 minutes most days of the week, maybe every day. So that's the goal there. I'm not really looking to do a whole lot of reps, but I want to get the gun in my hands every day, just stay familiar. And hopefully that doesn't bother me too much. I don't get incredibly burnt out or anything, because I do like to take a legit off season. I think it helps a lot with family and burnout, especially with the holidays. Anyway, so this week I've been messing with the dot a little bit, and the first revelation, I guess, of many, I'm sure, shooting a dot. But one of the things that I noticed this week, dry firing the dot, is the feedback that you get between trigger presses. And I don't, maybe some people pay attention to that with iron sights. And I have before, like if I'm just doing like a trigger press, like I'm really focusing on trigger press and not like transitioning or anything, then you can kind of get that feedback of what's happening between trigger presses, between like your press, what's happening for all the time till the next press, right? Normally when we press the trigger and we're doing a trigger pressing drill, we'll do press, and like we just want to watch the sights string press. But I feel like the dot, even moving around and trying to hit things on the move and being really aggressive on transitions, and so doing anything else, I feel like that feedback is way more apparent. Like it's something I noticed is I transition wide over here and I try to, slam 2 or 3 into this target presses, and I'm getting a lot more feedback in the let off, and just like how much my hand is moving the whole apparatus between actual pressing. So that's pretty interesting, and that's one of the biggest things I've noticed so far. I'm sure many more little interesting things to come, but that's good feedback. That's really good feedback. So I'm gonna keep working on that. Keep working the dot. I've been looking at some other pistols on Gunbroker. I'm trying to find me a Prodigy. Prodigy or a DWX would be cool. I'll probably just get one to start with and build and tweak and figure out what I like from there. Once I figure out what I liked with a 1911, like every time I get a gun, it goes that way. I don't really experiment anymore. I like the flat trigger. I like the shark skin grips. I like the arch mainspring housing. I like the green fiber. I like really skinny safeties. I like a big safety. And I like some texture on the front strap. So, I figure out what I like. I keep it simple, and that's what I need to do with the 2011. I just haven't messed with one enough, and I feel like there's infinite more options on a 2011 as far as the grip modules. They can be different textures, sizes, weights, shapes. Like there's just so many different options. So I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to figure out what I like. Those things seem to get expensive, but that's pretty much it. We're gonna get into some more dry fire. Get about 10, 15, probably 10 minutes. I'll set a timer so I don't go over. And then I'm gonna get into some lifting. I think I'm gonna do some deadlifts today. Yeah, probably do some deadlifts, and then what else should I do? I don't know, maybe some calf raises. I'll probably do some mobility work. Do some deep lunges. I like to get up on the treadmill there, get like one foot up there and the other foot on the ground, go as deep as I can into a lunge. Try to keep my front foot flat on the ground. Do like an ATG with an elevated front foot. I'll do a few sets of those, and then I'll do some squat mobility, just sitting in the squat, moving around, get my hips moving. Just stuff like that. Maybe a little bit of agility or drop-ins off the bench. But really my lift today is going to be deadlifts. I haven't done deadlifts in a long time, so just gonna work up. I was thinking I'll work up to like 220, and then do a couple sets, and then we'll see how I'm feeling. If I feel okay, then I'll do like one hard set. Yeah, so it'll be very light, but I have not done any deadlifts in a long time. And I know from past experience, if I try to jump into that one, I'll be down for a couple weeks. I'll get some sort of low back tweak. So just want to make sure I'm stretching out my low back, feeling mobile, bracing, and just being smart about picking up heavy weight, right? But I'd like to get that heavy bar, picking up a heavy bar again. So, man, I think that's it this morning. Gorilla Mind. 2 scoops of creatine monohydrate in here. Probably mounting scoops, so probably like 12 grams, something like that. Yeah, that's it. Let's get some work done.